Hi guys, good morning and a very warm welcome to the session. Here I can see some of you have already joined us here. A very good morning everyone. I hope everybody is doing well and your preparations are going good too. Guys, please let me know, is the audio and video working fine for everyone? Guys, just mention it once that everything is working fine for you. Please let me know. Good morning everybody. I hope everybody is doing well here. So chalo, let's quickly have a look at the different types of questions that you can come across in your critical reasoning. Okay, so today's topic is very, very important for your upcoming mains examination because at least 9 to 10 questions will be there from here. Okay, that is from your this portion, that is critical reasoning. I've tried to take some different types of questions for today, some decision making questions as well. So we will be checking out the same, but before that, guys, one small request to everybody, that is please share the stream once with your friends as well, so that they know that the class has started. Okay, जल्दी से एक बार सबके साथ सेशन को शेयर कर दो. Okay, and let them know that we are having a live class for today for critical reasons. Okay, जल्दी जल्दी शेयर कर दो और सेशन को लाइक भी कर दो. I hope everybody has already downloaded the app for Oliveboard. नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से डाउनलोड कर लीजिएगा and do subscribe to the official channel of Oliveboard. नहीं किया है तो please subscribe कर लो. Okay, चलो. Ready for the first question? Critical. Very good morning. आपका नाम ही critical है. So let's quickly have a look at the first question. The first question is there on your screen. Let's go through this. This is a decision making question, right? Decision making का question है. Let's try. Uday, very good morning. Good morning everyone. चलो जल्दी से इसको ट्राई करिए. लेट्स चेक. गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस. गुड मॉर्निंग. I'm so sorry. So try this out. In the meanwhile, I'll just share in the groups. चलिए जल्दी से इसको सॉल्व करिए. This is a decision making based question, a new pattern question. Neha, good morning. Sound is cracking. Ma'am, voice is very low. Disturbance also in your voice. Guys, let me know, is it now working fine or we are still having issues here? Good morning, Devi. Good morning, everyone. Is it working fine or are we having issues here? Is it still low? I guess it should be fine now. Abhi theek hai. Just mention guys once please. No disturbance. Now fine. Now fine. Chalo. Okay, let's try, right? This is the first question, guys. Quickly try this out. But little bit low. Okay, I'll just try to speak a bit higher. Chalo, try this out, Shravani. Let's see what should be the answer here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Anybody? What should be the answer here? Anyone? Achha, chalo, let's understand this particular question, right? Let's see. Shubham, very good morning. So you can see what is said here, the children of a boarding school. So you can see a particular incident, a particular passage is given about that whether the children are allowed to play video games or not. Okay, Uday says it should be 3. None hai? Okay, critical will check. I guess you are right. Critical will try. Right? Let's see. So the children of a boarding school get to play video games for 3 hours at the weekend only if they fulfill certain tasks. Right? Now, what are the tasks here? It says they should spend at least a total of 1 hour per day playing sports on weekdays between 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that means they have to play for 1 hour, at least 1 hour. It can be more than 1 hour also, but at least 1 hour per day between the time slot that is 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. They cannot play during the class hour that is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can see actually they cannot play during the class hours that is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So the remaining time is the one that is your 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. right, 10 a.m. So they can play from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. actually, because they should not play during the class hours that is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. But there is a break also, and in that particular break that is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. they can actually play. Okay. Now they should complete all the homework assigned to them for the subjects that are mentioned here: maths, English, science, and computer. Now, in case they are sick on one or more days of the week and could not attend classes, they cannot play video games on that weekend either. That means if they are sick on a particular weekday and they have not attended the session, then they should not play, they will not be allowed to play video games on that particular weekend. Okay, so if they have missed a particular class, they will not be allowed to play the weekend video games here. They cannot play for more than 12 hours of video games in one calendar month. That means more than 12 hours, it's not allowed. Upon entering the video game center, a monitor asks the students a few questions. Now, a no to which of the following question may debar him from entering the video game center. That is, if we give a no to all these four, A, B, C, D, right? So a no to which of the following will not allow him to enter the video game center is the question. Debar means not allowed. Okay. So let's check the first one. Have you completed your homework this week for all the subjects science, history, and maths? Now, if you check, we were talking about maths, English, science, and computer. This history is a new subject, है ना? So let's say if the person says no, so it may be a possibility that he has completed maths, English, science, and computer, but he did not complete your history, isn't it? It is a possibility that the only homework that he has not completed is history. Now, if he has not completed his history homework, that means he would be saying a no to this particular question, because this is talking about science, history, and maths. So let's assume the child has not completed his history homework. So that means he will be giving a no to this particular answer. But this should not impact his playing video games, because the criteria for playing video games was that you should have completed the maths, English, science, and computer, isn't it? So history was not included in there. So you can see that A has a possibility that there can be a no also. It is not a definite one that is going to debar him from entering. Okay, I hope this is clear. So A is not the right answer. That is okay, Shravani, but there is a possibility, isn't it, Shravani? So we have to have that which of the following will definitely give a no. Okay, will absolutely mean a no, that he is not allowed. So let's say if he has not completed his history homework, that means he will give a no to this answer and it will not impact his decision of entering here. Okay, I hope this is clear, everybody. Okay, so A is not the right answer. Similarly, B, what is given here? Have you played any sports on Saturday after 2 p.m.? So let's say he says a no. Okay, so here, have you played any sports on Saturday after 2 p.m.? He says a no. You can see that sports has to be played on weekdays and Saturday is a weekend. Okay, Saturday is a weekend, so this is not impacting the particular criteria that you should spend at least 1 hour per day on weekends between weekdays between 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. So the second point is not impacting that particular criteria, because Saturday is a weekend here and the criteria was for weekdays. Okay, I hope this is clear. Weekend mein to they were allowed to play video games here. So there was no criteria which was talking about playing over the weekend here, that is on a Saturday or a Sunday. Okay, I hope this is clear. That is why option B is also not going to debar him if he says a no to this. He can absolutely try, he can absolutely choose not to play a sport on Saturday, hai na? So you can see A is also not there, B is also not there. Similarly, C. have you played more than 10 hours of video games in this month? So if he says no, that means he has not played more than 10 hours, and the criteria was it should not go beyond 12 hours, right? So you can see, have you played more than 10 hours of video game this month? No. That means it's absolutely okay, he should not be debarred here, he should be allowed, है ना? Because the criteria was more than 12 hours, isn't it? So that is why C is also not the right answer. What about D here? D says, have you played any sports on Tuesday between 6 a.m. to 12 p.m.? Now let's say if he says a no here, so this is impacting this particular criteria, that is you should have played at least 1 hour sports between 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. But also remember that there is a break hour also, right? So you can see that he can say a no because 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. he has not played. But there is a possibility that he had played in the break hour of 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., right? So he could have played that sport in the break hour between 1 to 2. So break hour में तो वो खेल सकता है, and he could have fulfilled that particular criteria, isn't it? I hope this is clear, everybody. So there is a possibility that he completed his sports in that particular break hour. So that means this is also not a definite debarring criteria here. He should not be definitely debarred from this one. That means the answer should be none. None of these. Okay. I hope this is clear, everybody. Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Are we clear? Everyone? Clear? Yes, absolutely, Uday. That is right. We have to choose only the sure shot ones because we have to tell which of the following will definitely lead to a debarring of him. Okay, clear? Chalo, let's go to the next question. Next question on your screen. Let's have a look at this one. Let's check. Thank you so much, Shubham. Happy to be of help. Chalo, let's try this out very quickly. Let's see. Have we gone through the question, guys? Okay, Neha says it should be B, that is only one. Okay. Arun says 4, that is none. Pranjal says 3, that is any of them. Okay. Chalo, let's check, right? Let's see what should be the answer in here. Okay. Let's go through the criteria which are mentioned in here. Shravani says only one. Critical says it should be either 1 or 2. Okay, let's check, right? Let's see what should be the answer here. People who own land can hire a real estate developer to build properties on their land. The developer puts up certain conditions based on which the agreement is made. The conditions are given here, right? So you can see that people can hire a real estate developer to build properties on their land. That means if you have a land, if you own a land, you can hire a real estate developer and you can build properties in there. But the developer also has certain criterias in there, right? So what are the criterias here? The first one says the area of the land should be more than 50 acres and should have no prior structures built on it. Okay, that means the first criteria says that the area of land should be more than 50 acres. It should not be less than 50 acres, and it should not have any prior structures built on it, right? That is the first criteria. Second says the builder should be paid in advance of 1% of the current land value. So the this advance should be paid 1% of the current land value. Whatever is the land value of that, you have to pay in advance the 1% fees here. Okay. Third says the construction work on the land will start on the 10th day of the agreement getting signed. So that means whenever the agreement is getting signed, the construction should start on the 10th day here. Okay. Fourth one क्या कह रहा है? The full amount of the advance should be paid within a week of the agreement getting signed. So that means once the agreement is signed, the complete amount should be paid in advance. The full amount of the advance should be paid within a week, right? So it has a time duration also. So it should be paid within a week of the agreement getting signed. Failure in doing so will delay the commencement of the construction work on the land. So if you are not able to pay it within the 1 week, then there will be delay in the construction here. Okay. I cannot see with my eyes and I am preparing for banking. Will you advise me how to do 6 months of GK? I have IBPS PO, IBPS mains exam on 5th within a week. Shubham, you can use certain apps, okay, which will help you out. So you can use the Google apps for that, right? Which will just read out. There are a lot of apps which read it out, right? So I'm not really sure, but that will help. Most probably that will help. I'm not the right person here. Not actually, I don't know a lot about this one. That what are the different apps that we have, but there were certain students who told me that yes, there are certain apps which helps us out in these particular conditions where we are not able to see properly but we can hear, right? So you can just ask the AI to read it out, you know. Chalo, let's have a look at the question now. So the question says a person who has 64 acres of land. 64 acres of land, that means you can see there is more than 50 acres, so no problem. Signed the agreement on 26th of March. So you can see that the agreement is being signed on 26th of March. That means within 10 days on the construction, right? So you can see after 10 days, the construction should have started, है ना? The construction work on his land was started on 8th April. So you can see 26th March to 8th April. What is the total duration, guys? You can see 26th to 8th April will be more than 10 days, isn't it? That means there has been a delay in the construction. That means there is a problem with the fourth point here, because the fourth point is mentioning about the delay in the commencement of construction work. You can see if 1, 2 or 3 was not being fulfilled, that means there would have been no construction. But if the construction has started and there is a delay in the construction, that means the full advance amount was not paid within a week's time here from the signing of the agreement. That is the meaning here. The construction work on his land was started on 8th April. Which of the following is implicit from the given situation? The first one says he could not pay the advance by 1st April. Absolutely, this has to be the right one. Why? Because you can see that the construction, if the construction does not start within the stipulated time of 10 days and it gets delayed, that means he did not pay the full amount of the this one should be paid within a week, right? Within the week it has to be paid. So that means you can see that he was not able to pay within 1st April. 1st April would be the 7th day, isn't it? You can see 26th March to 1st April. 1st April is the 7th day. So if he has not paid within the first week, that means you can see that his this construction will be delayed, and that is what has happened here. So you can see one is absolutely the right one. Second क्या बोल रहा है, he did not pay the full advance amount. Now this is not mentioning the time duration. Okay, it may be possible that he did not pay it in 2 days. He paid it on 3rd day. Here there is a possibility. Can you see that, है ना? So we know that 2 May he has not paid the full advance amount. But till what time? If he has paid the full amount within a week, he should have started the construction, right? But this construction got delayed. That means it is beyond 1 week. So 1 week is very important timeline here. Before 1 week, it would have been fine, isn't it? So the answer should be only one here. Third one, his land prior structures are there. So prior structures hote to फिर possible ही नहीं होता, the construction would not have started, because as per one the criteria was it should be more than 50 acres without any built structures on it, है ना. So you can see that his land has prior structures built on it, that means the construction would not have started, it would not have happened only, isn't it? So that is why the answer here should be only one, that is option number 2. Are we clear, everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everyone, please let me know. Guys, please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody, are we clear? Okay, chalo. Let's have a look at the next question. Again on a similar pattern. Let's check it out. Let's try. चलो जल्दी से इसको देखिए. Let's see what should be the answer in here. No doubt, clear everybody? चलो, let's try this. Okay, Shavani says only first. None. Okay, Neha says none. Anyone else? Chalo, let's go through this particular case, right? What is given here? A coaching institute has come up with a full money back guarantee scheme under which the entire tuition fees of a student will be refunded if the student fails to qualify the examination in which he or she has enrolled for. Deepak, after failing to qualify an examination, asked for the refund from the coaching institute, which the latter denied. Okay, so what is given here? You can see the case here is that there is a coaching institute which gives a money back policy, right? Money back guarantee scheme. That if you are unable to qualify the examination in which you have enrolled, like let's say I am a candidate, I am going to appear for let's say IBPS PO and I was unable to I was unable to qualify IBPS PO and I have enrolled in that particular program. So I will be getting my full money back here, right? That's the coaching's this one. Okay, full money back guarantee is there. So under which he should be getting it unless and until he is not able to qualify the examination that he has enrolled for. Okay. Now a yes to which of the following questions will undermine. What is the meaning of undermine? Undermine Deepak's claim to full refund of fees from coaching institute. That means you have to weaken the claim of Deepak. Deepak is a person who he is a candidate who is asking for a full refund here. So that means you have to show that there will be something which is wrong with Deepak's claim here. So you have to weaken the claim of Deepak, isn't it? So first one. So we have to see a yes to which of the following will weaken the claim. First one. Did Deepak fail to qualify SBI PO examination while he enrolled for SBI clerk examination in the coaching? Let's say if we say a yes to this, what will happen? What will this mean? That did Deepak fail to qualify SBI PO while he has enrolled in the SBI clerk? That means I have enrolled in SBI clerk and I am going for a refund. I am claiming the refund because I was unable to qualify SBI PO. You can see that it says that he should have not qualified the one that he has enrolled for. These two courses are very different. Undermine means weakens, absolutely critical. So here you can see that Deepak, if he fails to this qualify SBI PO, that does not mean that he should be getting a refund for SBI clerk. है ना. So he had enrolled for SBI clerk and he is asking for a refund because he was not able to qualify SBI PO. The examinations are different, the courses are different here. So you can see here that if this is a yes, that is, did Deepak fail to qualify SBI PO exam while he enrolled for SBI clerk examination, will undermine his claim of full refund. That means that he will not be getting the full refund here because he is not the one, he has not asked for a refund in the same course here. Okay, I hope this is clear. So this is absolutely right. So a yes to this one will actually undermine Deepak's claim here. Okay. Second क्या बोल रहा है, did the coaching institute has other conditions too for the refund policy apart from non-qualification of the examination in which a student is enrolled for. So let's say if there is a yes here. Okay, so did the coaching institute has other conditions too for the refund policy apart from non-qualification of the examination in which a student is enrolled for. Let's say we say a yes, that yes, there are other conditions too. But can we say that Deepak will would have not qualified those conditions here? You can see option B के लिए अगर आप yes बोल भी देते हो, but we do not have a definite data that is whether he was able to follow those conditions or not. So maybe there was another condition which he was fulfilling, isn't it? So it does not matter whether there are other conditions or not, unless and until we know that Deepak has not fulfilled that particular criteria, we cannot undermine his this claim here. Okay, so in option number B, we do not have that particular information here. That is why the answer to this question should be only one. Are we clear, everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody clear? So the answer to this question will be only one. Everybody, please let me know. Clear? समझ में आया? Are we clear, guys? ठीक है? Chalo, we'll quickly go to the next question now. Next question on your screen, and I'll remove myself from the screen here so that you can see the complete question. Chalo, try this out. Let's quickly have a look at this particular question. Not a very difficult one. Let's see. Try this out. So which of the following can be the possible reasons for the need of self-service for customers? Okay, Shravani says it should be A, that is 1 and 4. Okay, anyone else? Jatin says D. Okay, D means 2 and 4. Devi also D, 2 and 4. Uday also D, 2 and 4. Acha, chalo, let's quickly have a look at this particular information, right? Let's see what is given here. So the question is, which of the following can be a possible reason for the need of self-service for customers? ठीक है, self-service for customers क्यों जरूरी है? So we have to give a reason for that. Okay, first one says, what is the complete passage here? Since the first time someone wrote a user manual, self-service has existed. Bots and artificial intelligence offer new frontiers of self-service. Customers and users are changing rapidly and they expect more self-service avenues now than ever before. So here you can see that customers now want self-service. They don't want somebody like a help desk. They are not interested in help desk talking to someone. They want self-service. That is, they should be able to do it rather than themselves, right? Let's see. So first one, most of the vendors that the average consumer interacts with nowadays are big and technologically sophisticated. Now here, if you check this out, this is not giving you a reason that why the customers and users will expect more self-service avenues, right? Why do they need more self-service here, right? This is not giving you a reason here. The vendors that the average customers interact with nowadays are big and technologically sophisticated. So if that is true, let's say if this is true here, so they will need certain help here. Why will they ask for self-service, isn't it? So if the consumers, if the vendors are very big and technologically sophisticated, that means we can absolutely infer this data that they would need a requirement, they would need a help from somebody, isn't it? So one is not the right answer. This is not giving you the right reason here. Second one, going through the whole process of calling a customer support representative is time consuming and may not be even fruitful sometimes. Absolutely, this is giving you the negative side of the customer support representative, that it is time consuming. So it would have been better if I would have a self service avenues, agar already voice recorded, yeah, something was there where I could have done it myself, that would have been better, because calling a customer care then waiting in the queue will be very very time consuming, isn't it? So you can see 2 is giving you the right reason. Okay, third dekhte hain. The usage of self service by businesses pushes the envelope on more sophisticated methods of customer interaction. Again here, is this giving you any reason here? This is not giving you the reason that why will the customers want self service, that is usage of self service by businesses here, right, pushes the envelope on more sophisticated methods for customer interaction. So again, this is not giving you the reason that why the customers will go for self-service. It is talking about the usage of self-service by the businesses here, right? Which is putting the customers to use more sophisticated methods here. So this is also not giving you the reason. So 3 is also not the reason here. Let's check fourth one. The big businesses are embracing self-service because it lowers their cost of doing business. Absolutely. Again, you can see here that this is giving you a reason that why the big businesses are embracing self-service, because it is lowering their cost of doing business. Chalo, we'll hold this 4 for a while. Okay, let's come to 5. Customers and users always prefer self-service over talking with customer care representatives for any issues with the product. So you can see here that 5 is also giving you a reason here. Why? Because they are preferring, right? You can see this is a preference. Customers and users always prefer self-service. But is it giving you a reason here? They prefer, but that is the question itself, है ना? That is the question itself. It is just saying, it is just strengthening the claim here that they prefer it. But why do they prefer it? Is it mentioned here that they always prefer taking self-service? But why? There is no reason mentioned in here, isn't it? So the reason is missing out here. That is why this is also not the right one. Let's check the sixth one. Okay, let's have a look at sixth one here. Yes, Shravani, tell me. Tell me, Shravani, what is the doubt? How point 2 is strengthening? 2 is saying no, it is time consuming. So it is time consuming. That is, if you call, let's say if you are having a problem at Oliveboard, there is some problem that you are facing in the mock and you are calling the call representative, customer support representative, and maybe there is a long queue and you have to wait, or the person did not pick up, right? So that may be time consuming. So let's say if there was a particular app or something which was able to help you out with self service, that is, you would have chosen the right option yourself and you would have been able to do it away with that, right? So you can see we have to give the possible reason. The question is that possible reason for the need of self-service. Absolutely, Shavani. The second one is giving you a good reason here that why self-service is important.
So you can see that calling a customer care can be a very time taking process. So that means if it is a time taking process, the other would be able to save your time here. Okay. So yes, absolutely. Facing issues. But two is talking about facing issues of the customer support representative. Talking to customer support representative is the opposite of self-service. Shravani, let's understand. Let's say you go to a Starbucks and there is a there is a person who will come to your table, take the order. That is something like this, right? Where a person is helping you out. But let's say if you are going there, you are choosing your own option, you are taking away the order yourself. So that is your self service, isn't it? So one thing that you are doing for your own, from your own, that is everything being done by you only, that will be self service here. Okay. I hope this is clear. Absolutely, Jatin. So here in option number 2, the people are facing time consuming. It is very time consuming to call a customer support representative. That is why self service avenues would be better for them. Okay, so you can see 2 is a possible answer. 6, they go over time. Businesses that cannot or keep up with the challenges will look like dinosaurs to the average consumer. But here we have not mentioned about the self service, whether it is talking about the self service, that is self service is up to date here. We are just talking that technologically you have to advance from time to time, right? But this is also not mentioning that whether the customers would prefer the self service or not, right? So 6 is also not giving you the answer. 7, देखो what is 7 saying here. Snail mail is dead and phone and email are going to be next. Hence the next step is to get a sophisticated self service. So again you can see this is saying what, that is snail mail is dead, phone and email are going to be next. Hence the next step is to get a sophisticated self service. But is this giving you the reason, that is this showing you that people will be accepting this self service here? That may be the new next step here, but will they prefer it, will they go for self service? That is not clear from 7th one, isn't it? So the answer to this question will be 2 and this 4 here, right? So 2 and 4, where is it? You can see that's option number D, isn't it? I hope this is clear, everyone. Are we clear, guys? Please let me know. Is it clear? Okay. Chalo, we'll quickly go to the next question now. Next question on your screen. Let's come back on the screen here. I hope this was clear. Chalo, let's try this out. Chalo, try this out. So you can see there are 3 parts to it. One of them is given in italics, right? The first line is given in italics here. This is the one that is given in bold, and this is the one that is underlined. So you have to understand what is the relation, right? So which of the following will be the right relation? That is, the underlined is the course of action for the italics part. Whether the bold part is the effect of the underlined part here, right? That you have to do with the help of the options given in here. So check which of the options shows the right relation that exists between these 3. Okay, check it out. Let's see. Okay, Arun says it should be A, that is underlined part is the course of action for the italics part. Okay, so that means, as per this, the first line, that is the italics part, should have a problem situation. Okay, because when you have a course of action, it should be dealing with a problematic situation, right? Course of action will always be a result of a problem. But here in the italics part, you can see we are not having any problem here. It shows that in present scenario, organ donations have saved many lives and is a boon to the field of medicine. यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है? There is no problem statement in here. So unless and until we have a problem statement, how can we give a course of action, isn't it? I hope this is clear, Arun. So there should have been a problem mentioned in the first line, that is organ donation is very very difficult, or we are not finding the right donors on time. So if that was the situation, then this would have been right, but there is no problem situation itself in the italics part. Okay, so A cannot be the right answer. Okay, chalo. E, that is the underlined part, is the conclusion of the italics part. Okay, let's see. So scenario is, in the present scenario, organ donations have saved many lives and is a boon to the field of medicine. Let's see whether we can have it as a conclusion, the underlined part here. This proposal is much more extreme, as it would allow parents, instead of standing by watching their children die, unable to do anything to save them, to take action. The proposed motion would allow the relatives whose organs would save their loved ones to donate their organs at the expense of their own. So you can see here that what is this one saying, you can see. Okay, we'll check whether it is C or D. We will check one by one, don't worry. So here you can see what is the first line saying, that in the present scenario, organ donations have saved many lives and is a boon to medical field here. But the one that is, we are saying that this should be a conclusion, is giving you a new information. That is, there is a proposal which would help the relatives to donate organ, isn't it? Now the first line was talking only about organ donations. It was not just talking about the donation which was from the relatives or the parents here, isn't it? So you can see this is not related, exactly related. That means there is some information mismatch here. That is, there should have been some more information, that there is a new proposal and there was a problem why this proposal came. So वहां से conclude करने के लिए you can see that there is some information part which is still missing here, isn't it? The information is missing here, that is which proposal, why is it important, why is that people are not getting the donors here easily, right? That portion is missing here. So you cannot conclude a very very new information that there is a proposal which will now help the parents or the relatives to give their organs to their kids, right? So you can see that is not the right conclusion here. We cannot conclude it on the basis of that particular fact. Okay, so E is not the right answer. A is also not the right answer. Let's check your B, C and D. What is B saying? The bold part is the effect of the underlined part. What is bold part here? In the status quo, many people die as there is not a sufficient number of organs that match the blood type and antibodies of the recipient. Now here you can see that underlined portion is talking about that with this proposal there will be this the happening would be that the parents and the relatives would be able to give their organs to the kids, right, their children, and they would not let them die, they would not be seeing them die without getting organs here. And the bold part is saying that people are dying because there is not sufficient number of organs. So you can see there is a mismatch, isn't it? The one that is given in the underlined part and the one that is given in the bold part here, they are not matching with each other, right? One of them is contradicting the other. In the below one, that is the underlined portion, we are giving you that parents are allowed, the relatives are allowed to give this. But in the bold part, it is saying that they are not getting sufficient number of organs and it is not matching with blood type and antibodies here. So if it is not matching, how that is possible? We are talking about parents and relatives giving organ, isn't it? So B is also not the right answer. What about C and D? Let's check C. The bold part weakens the argument present in the italics part. Okay, we'll check this. And D kya bol raha hai? The italics part is assumption of the underlined part. So italics part is the assumption of the underlined part. What is the assumption here? Assumption will be something which will be true, then the part that is the argument will be true, right? So let's say in the present scenario, organ donations have saved many lives and is a boon to field of medicine. Okay, can this be taken as a assumption for the one that is given in the this one, that is the underlined part? This proposal is much more extreme, as it would allow parents, instead of standing by watching their children die, unable to do anything to save, to take actions. Now, from this particular complete argument here, you can see the main concern is that people are not getting enough organs for donation. That is, the donors are not readily available, and that is why the parents have to come. The parents have to come, or let's say the this one, जो आपके relatives है, they would have to donate, isn't it? So you can see that is the problem here. So अगर आपको यहाँ से assume करना ही है, if you have to assume something, the assumption would be that the other donors are not readily available. I hope this is clear. Ma'am, but in underline, it was saying like due to deficiency of donor, parents are crying about their children now. Absolutely, that is right, Shravani. But option B would not be the one, because it is not the effect here. Okay, the bold part is the effect of the underlined part is not happening here, because they are contradicting each other. The underlying part is talking that they have the donor, they do not have donors, but they are getting organs, right? The children are getting organs from their parents or from their relatives. Now the one that is saying, that is the bold part, it is directly eliminating any donor, any organs getting in there, है ना? So these two are contradicting each other. I hope this is clear. Okay, D and E are the reverse of each other. I was literally confused in these two. Okay, Jatin. So you can see that B is also not the right answer, and similarly D is also not the right answer, because you cannot assume this particular information from here. The assumption in here would be that people are not readily available, the donors are not readily available, and that is why we need a situation where the parents or the relatives have to come in here, है ना? So D is also not the right answer. Now, why will C be the right answer? Let's quickly check, right? We have seen, we have eliminated the wrong ones. Now, why C is the right answer? The bold part weakens the argument present in the italics part. What is the bold part saying? In the status quo, many people die as there is not sufficient number of organs that match the blood type and antibodies of the recipients. And what was the italics part? We have seen organ donations have saved many lives and is a boon to field of medicine. Now, if this is the situation, we are saying that organ donation has saved a lot of life. And in the bold part, we are saying that it is not matching, right? There is not sufficient number of donors, and even if donors are there, the blood type and antibodies do not match. So if this is true, how will the organ donation save lives? है ना? So if the antibodies and the blood type itself is not matching with the donor and the recipient, that means organ donation would fail, isn't it? So you can see that the bold part is actually weakening the one that is given in the italics here. Are we clear, everybody? So the answer to this question has to be option number C. Are we clear, guys? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everyone clear? Everybody clear with this? So the answer here would be option number C. That is, the bold part is actually weaken the claim here. It was the easiest one. Yes, absolutely. That is right, Jatin. You could have seen C, that yes, it is actually the one that is weakening the claim here, because it is giving you an opposite information. है ना? Chalo, let's have a look at the next question. Next question on your screen. Let's have a look at this one. Let's try. So which of the following can be the course of action from Facebook, right? They want to stop the exposure of the data of the users. So which of the following should be the course of action for Facebook here? That is the question. Which will help users' data's, that is, it will not be exposed here. Okay, check this out. Let's see what should be the answer. Option number C. Okay, like Lakshmita says it should be C, that is 1 and 7. Arun says it should be E, that is 1, 3, 4, and 7. Devi also E. Shravani C. Achha, chalo, let's check it out, right? Let's see which of the following is given as a course of action. That is, there should be some remedy given in there. What are the steps that should be taken here to ensure that users' data is not exposed here? Okay, Jatin says B. Okay, let's check. So, in a shocking revelation, it was found that Facebook developers left millions of user records, including comments, likes, and reactions, exposed on the Amazon cloud servers. But as these exposures show, the data genie cannot be put back in the bottle. Data about Facebook users have been spread far beyond the bounds of what Facebook can control today. The Facebook platform facilitated the collection of data about individuals and its transfer to third parties who became responsible for its security. So, what has happened here? There is a breach of personal records that has left Facebook, right? So the comments, the likes, the reactions, so what they are interested in, all this information is now available freely, and it has actually leaked and it has been given to the third party, and third party has been responsible for the security here. Now what should be the course of action to ensure that this particular user's information is not readily available? What should Facebook ensure, है ना? First one, Facebook should work with their developers to protect their users' data. Absolutely, this is giving you a right course of action, that the developers should build on a strong security system, right? So Facebook should work with their developers to protect the users' data. This is giving you the right course of action, that this has to be done here. The developers, the ones that are programming, right, beyond the behind the screen, जो programming के लिए है, who are into the security domain, they should do something about it, right? So you can see, yes, one is the right course of action for Facebook, isn't it? So one has to be there. What about two? The given incident is not the first in which users information has been exposed. This is not giving you any steps which have to be taken, right? It is just showing you that this is not the first time that has happened ever, है ना? So it is not mentioning any steps which have to be taken. That is why two is not the right course of action. People should stop using Facebook as their data is public and no longer safe. Now, this would have been a course of action for the people. But the question is not about the course of action for the people here. The question is which of the following should be course of action from Facebook, isn't it? So, which of the statements can be a course of action to stop the exposure of Facebook users' data? Now, you can see, although it is not exactly from Facebook also, but this one, that is, you should stop this, is a very harsh step, isn't it? ये क्या है? एक बहुत hard step है. Banning something, completely stopping something, ending something, right? That is not the right course of action ever. So whenever you have a very hard step, please remember that will not be taken as the right course of action. There has to be something else which can be done, right? There has to be a midway कि उसको completely ban या completely stop नहीं कर सकते. So that is why Facebook should be banned or people should stop using this will not be the right course of action. ठीक है? What about fourth? Facebook should stop using Amazon cloud as it is threatening to their users and their data. So here what is being said, let's check, right? What is said here? That is this one, that is again talking about extreme thing. That is, Facebook should stop using Amazon cloud. Again, an extreme step is being talked about, that you should stop using this because it is threatening to the users and their data. Again, you should do something else to stop this particular threat. It should not be that stop that itself, है ना? So this is again extreme in nature. That is why fourth also will not be considered here. So 3 and 4 are very extreme steps here. That is why you will not be considering them here. Okay, I hope this is clear that why E will not be the right answer. 3 and 4 are courses of action, but they are very extreme in nature. So always remember, guys, when you have an extreme course of nature, extreme course of action here, that should not be taken as the right one. Okay, because there has to be something else that has to be done here. Extreme things like, let's say if there is a theft and you say that the thief should be hanged till death, is not the right course of action. That will not help him, or he will not be getting another chance to become a good person, right? Maybe there was another possibility that could have happened, right? You could have given him a sentence of maybe 3 years or 4 years, and then after coming out he would have become a better person. So always there is a chance of betterment, so you should not do something which is extreme in nature here. Okay, absolutely, Uday, that is right. Extreme courses of action are generally rejected. Okay, so you can see 3 and 4 will not be the right one. Fifth क्या बोल रहा है, third party should be careful about Facebook's users information as it is crucial information. Absolutely, this is right here. You can see this is also talking about certain steps that third party, because the data is going to third parties that already left, right? You can see here that Facebook users have spread far beyond the bounds of what Facebook can control today. So it has already reached the third party and it's their responsibility now. So third party should be careful about it. That is again a right course of action. That means this is also there. So 1 and 5 is there. 6 and 7 क्या बोल रहा है, Facebook's users data has been spreading since many years and controlling it is a very big task. Again, you can see no course of action or no steps has been mentioned in here, right? This is not talking about the necessary steps that should be taken in here. That is why 6 is also not the right answer. What about the seventh one? Facebook should reduce third party access of its users data. Again, you can see that this is also something which is extreme in nature, right? What is this saying? Facebook should reduce third party access of its users data. So you can see ये भी आपका कुछ एक negative सा है, extreme सा है, that it should reduce, but it is not completely saying that it should be completely eliminated, right? It is not completely eliminated, that is it should not give this one here. Seventh क्या बोल रहा है, Facebook should reduce. Now reduce is not an extreme step guys, ठीक है? Reduce क्या है, that is not extreme step here. So you can see Facebook should reduce means that the control should be there. There should be a switch कि कितना amount of data should be going to the third party. So it is talking about reducing here. It is not completely talking about that you should not let this happen. You should stop this third party access, right? That is not given here. So 7 is also a one thing that can help the users data to reach to have a lot of exposure. So we are having 1, we are having 5, we are having 7, but the options are not available for 1, 5 and 7. So let's see that which of the following will be the best one, whether it is 1 and 7 or 1 and 5, because you can see we have 1 and 5 here and 1 and 7 here. Okay, so out of the two, which of the following will be the best answer possible? Because sometimes you will see in critical reasoning there are more than 2 possible answers, but you will have to find the best fit in there. So अब आपको choose करना है whether it is going to be 1 and 5 or whether it is going to be 1 and 7. Let's go to the fifth one first. Third party should be careful about Facebook users information as it is crucial information. Now this is just saying that they should be careful about it, right? This is not giving you any concrete steps in here. कोई concrete steps तो दिए नहीं है, isn't it? It is just saying that, okay, let's say if I say that you should study well, right? If you study well, if you ask me that, ma'am, reasoning mein how do we score better in reasoning, I give you that you should study well. Now this is not a concrete thing here, right? I am not giving you the steps that should be taken, that for how much time you should study, which are the important topics, what are the mocks that you should take, right? So I should give you a study planner there. Just by saying that study well will not help you out. So here the fifth one is not that concrete, although it is a course of action that yes, they should be careful, but how, that is not being answered here, right? So that is why the better answer here, the better fit will be 1 and 7. So 1 and 7 would be the right answer here. Are we clear guys? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody clear? Please let me know. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? Option number C, that is 1 and 7. Are we clear guys? Everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts here. Clear? Chalo, we'll quickly go to the next question. Next question on your screen. Let's see. Let me remove myself from the screen so that you can see the complete one. Facebook facilitated its transfer to its third party. Yes, Jatin, that is why they have said that it should be reduced there, right? It is not being stopped, it has to be reduced. So reduce word has been used, that is you have to try something so that the access to the data has to be reduced, क्योंकि leak तो वहीं से हो रहा है ना Jatin? So leak is happening at the third party only. It is being exposed at third party only. So if you are able to reduce the amount of data that is flowing to the third party, that means there will be less exposure. Chalo, let's have a look at this particular question. Okay, Uday says it should be C. Arun also says it should be C. Arun and Uday saying she C hoga. Anyone else? I hope everybody has liked the session, guys. तो session को like नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से like कर दो please. Okay, Vinod also says it should be C here. Good morning, Vinod. Chalo, okay, let's check, right? Let's go through this particular question. Shravani also says C. C would be actually the right answer here. Okay, absolutely C would be the right answer. Let's see what is the course of action here. Okay, so the question was about course of action, that is what should the company CEO do to ensure profitability. Okay, let's check. Mansing, absolutely C would be the right answer. The CEO of a branded apparel company was troubled and began putting some tough questions to the marketing department. The company had spent substantially on promotions and loyalty reward programs to drive much needed growth based on studies showing that targeting consumers with marketing investments offered the highest return. Yet sales results were disappointing and an alarming number of customers were drifting away from their initial purchase. That is, they are not coming back, right? So the customers are not returning. That is the main problem here. They are actually going to a rival with a different marketing approach, one that deployed social media to lure shoppers to its website, where even the chief marketing officer had to admit creative interactions with attracting new customers to consider the rival's brand. Okay, so what should the CEO do to ensure profitability? First one, consumers' patterns are irregular, unpredictable as they move from brand awareness through purchase and loyalty. Therefore, company must not withdraw any of its marketing programs since it is likely that the customers would return to their brand. That means you continue doing the same thing forever, right? You are not doing any changes in here. Now it's just like wait and watch, sab acha hoga, right? Everything it will be fine one fine day. So we do nothing, right? So we will just sit and we will wait that okay, we have a tiger in front of us and we will just wait that everything will be taken care of God, taken care by the God, and the tiger takes care of you, isn't it? So doing nothing will not help us out here. है ना? So if the company just thinks, if the marketing department or the CEO just waits and watch that they will come back here, will not be the right answer. Okay. What about the second one? The company must launch a new collection of apparels and offer more discounts and offers on the new range. This is not the main problem here. The main problem you can see was a lack of this social media here, right? They have not done the right thing here. They were not able to attract new consumers. They were not able to bring back the customers who were drifting away from their initial purchase. That was the major problem here. Discount and offers is not going to help us out in the problem situation if the problem is something else. The problem was not related to the price or the discounts that are available on this particular information, right? So you can see this is also not the right one. What about option D and E? Let's check D. The company must focus on customer retention and loyalty programs. Already they have done a lot on the loyalty programs and it has not worked out. That is why this is not the right course of action. Company must study the marketing strategies of its rival and alter its program offers accordingly. Now, what is working for them is not really necessary will work for this particular company as well. So, absolutely everybody has a different strengths and weaknesses. Something works for me, something works for you, something else works for somebody else, right? So that is why this is also not the right one. So the answer here would be option C, that the company must broaden its social and digital media outreach and highlight unique offers that persuades consumers to learn more about the brand, thereby building brand consideration. So this is the main course of action that should happen, because we had a problem situation in the last part that they are lacking this particular social media interaction with the customers here, right? So the answer should be option number C. Shubham says, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. This is my first class. I'm very happy. You are most welcome, Shubham. Happy to be of help. I hope this is clear, everybody. So answer would be option number C, because that is the problem statement and C is giving you a option to overcome that particular problem here, right? Chalo. The one that is here is for your homework, right? So ये आपका homework question है जिसका आंसर आपको comment section में mention करना है. So you have to answer this particular question in the comment section, guys, that what will be the answer here. Which of the following would strengthen the argument here? Okay, that is the question. Go through this and mention the answer in the comment section. So I hope you were able to understand all the questions that we had for today, right? I hope you enjoyed here. Now, in case you have any doubts, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you out with it. Okay. So, chalo, thank you so much, guys. Please join this particular group, that is Reasoning by Nikita. ये वाला group जरूर से join कर लेना for the regular updates about your classes. Okay. And I'll be traveling in the coming days, so I'll not be available for a while, right? I'll be available on Saturdays. Saturday, say again, we will be having your normal regular classes. Ma'am, today do we have a class at 8 p.m.? No, Shravani, today we do not have a 8 p.m. session. Tomorrow we will, maybe tomorrow also we will have a 10 a.m. session only. And day after tomorrow I'm traveling, so I won't be available. After that, Saturday I'll be there. Okay. So Saturday onwards I'll be there. Don't worry. So thank you so much, guys. Guys, I'll see you again with another session. Hope you enjoyed this particular class. And in case you have any doubts, you can let me know. And 11 p.m. Oliveboard, no, Shravani, we do not have 11 p.m. session today. Okay. So the next session that we will have is tomorrow. Tomorrow 10 a.m. again we will be having a YT session. And then on Saturday we will be having another session. At 5 p.m. we have a session, and then we will have another YT also. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you again with another session. So please take care, stay safe, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.